leaving until I get an answer. Did you or did you not have anything to do with Cohen dumping us?
You sound like a broken record.
Yeah, a record I'm not going to get a chance to make now.
Oh, stop it.
Well, are you going to answer me, Becky?
It's a stupid question, Phil.
Well, maybe to you, but you seem to be in the much better position here, aren't you? Why don't you try considering things from my point of view?
Phil, I was just as shocked as you were.
Oh, I'll bet you were. First shocked, then relieved, right? Did I touch a little nerve there?
I think you better leave.
Any more quiet and you wake the whole neighborhood.
Mama, what are you doing up?
So wonder I slept as long as I did.
You heard my aftershave bottle crash on the bathroom floor, huh?
No, but I heard you yelling. What happened?
Oh, I bumped my head on the sink trying to clean this stuff up.
Oh, Jen, you know I don't like that kind of language.
All right, I'm sorry, Mama.
Well, what's this?
I cut myself shaving.
Oh, you're having a bad morning, Jean. What's the matter, honey?
I don't know, I just can't sleep.
Well, I don't know why not. I think you feel awfully good after having your family together last night.
Yeah.
Oh, Jean, stop pulling tomorrow's cloud over today's sunshine. Relax. You and Carla took a positive step last night.
Yeah, maybe one step too many.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, you having your breakfast?
I don't have time to eat, Mama.
Oh, Jean, you can't go anywhere without having something to eat now.
I don't have any time. All right. Please make it fast, huh?
All right. Jean, why don't you take another step and call Carla for lunch?
I'm not gonna ask Carla for lunch, Mama.
Well, why not? She'd probably say yes, and what harm could it do?
Mama. Carla Redland's room, please. Hello, yeah. I'm sorry to disturb you. Because I don't want anyone to hear me. Yeah, hey, how about lunch today? About 12, 12:30? Okay, great. I'll see you then. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Jean, be sure and stop for some coffee and a piece of toast now.
Okay, Mom.
And I told you she'd say yes.
Morning. Did you sleep well last night?
Oh, I guess so.
How's it feel today?
Fine, fine.
Peter, once the bone is back in its socket, the pain stops.
Oh.
Listen, you're really not feeling any pain, are you?
No, I am. I am.
Where?
Right here. Hunger pain.
Oh, Peter!
No, careful now. Workman's comp doesn't cover concussions by irate mothers.
Well, wear a hard hat next time you pull her leg.
Hey, what are you sending here to Aunt Karen?
Grandma's clock?
Hey, now, you weren't serious about letting Aunt Nancy move back into Grandma's house, were you?
Well, I haven't decided yet. She really needs a place to stay.
Yeah, like Hitler needed Pope.
Peter, it is that kind of attitude that keeps this whole thing going round and round. Now, somebody has got to stop it first.
Well, you've tried. Several times.
And I'm going to keep right on trying. Remember how many times the Lord told us to forgive?
Yeah. 70 times 7. But remember, he was talking about your brother. He didn't say anything about your sisters.
If we don't care about Nancy, who will? She doesn't have a friend in the world.
I'll get it. I don't think that we should be blamed for that. Mr. Prescott.
Peter.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just dropped by to see how Peter was feeling.
Well, Peter's feeling fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Glad to hear. And to face the lioness in her den, I thought that...
I suppose I came off that way, didn't I? I apologize for my attitude last night.
Well, and if I seemed a little glib last night, I apologize for that, too. Truce?
Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Please sit down. Would you like some breakfast or a cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I had breakfast, but third of a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Thanks. Well, Peter, we're going to miss you down at the site.
Yeah.
Oh, Gil said to give you his best.
Gil?
Gil's my foreman, also my boss.
And my son.
Has your son ever dislocated his shoulder, Mr. Prescott?
No, he hasn't, but he broke both legs and 4 ribs.
And you still let him work down there?
Well, he didn't do it down there. He was riding one of his motorcycles.
Oh, wow. Oh, you should see Gil's bike, man. It's a real hog.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Well, I guess I better get going. I got to stop down at the Office of Planning and Development. Used to have a good man that handled that for me.
Don't worry, I'll be back to work next week, Mr.
Peter.
Ah, don't worry about it, Peter. Good job will always wait for a good man. You just take care of that wing. Mrs. Davidson, real nice seeing you again. Thank you for the coffee.
Well, it's nice to see you again, Mr. Prescott.
Thank you. See you later, Peter.
All right, now.
Goodbye.
You'd think after 2 cups of coffee, I'd feel a little more awake.
Did you think after 2 cups of coffee I'd feel a little more awake?
I used decaffeinated this morning.
Well, thanks a lot.
It's supposed to be better for you.
Well, tell that to my first patient when I put a cast on his leg to treat his sore throat.
Ben, you remind me of King Kong at the bottom of the Empire State Building.
Got a banana, Faye?
Why are we so tired?
Maybe we should go to bed earlier.
We did.
Wipe that smile off your face.
How can you tell? Your eyes are closed.
I can hear it.
Oh, Ben, I'm so happy.
I'm glad.
Just, just think. We have a happy marriage,
Reasonably.
and we live in a nice house,
It's tolerable.
and now we have the Lord's confirmation on the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time we start thinking about having children.
Oh, boy, do I suddenly feel awake. And am I ever going to be late for work?
Ben!
I'm sorry, honey. There's just no...
Ben Martin, you take one more step out that door, and by the time you get home, all the locks will be changed.
Well, how are you going to get your family, then?
I'll think of a way.
I'm sure you would. But, I like my method better.
I'm not leaving until I get an answer. Did you or did you not have anything to do with Cohen dumping us?
You sound like a broken record.
Yeah, a record I'm not going to get a chance to make now.
Oh, stop it.
Well, are you going to answer me, Becky?
It's a stupid question, Phil.
Well, maybe to you, but you seem to be in the much better position here, aren't you? Why don't you try considering things from my point of view?
Phil, I was just as shocked as you were.
Oh, I'll bet you were. First shocked, then relieved, right? Did I touch a little nerve there?
I think you better leave.
Don't you understand? I've been carrying this dream around inside of me for so long now. Sometimes it was like it was light years away. But I never gave up on it. And now, all of a sudden, when it's almost in my hands, it's slipping away. It's slipping away, Becky, and I can't stop it. I helped you. Please, help me. No. Why should you, right? Why should you jeopardize your position?
Phil, it was my dream, too.
No, it wasn't. It was my dream. It was my dream for us. I shared it with you, and you cheated me out of it.
You used me to get it for yourself. I mean, come on, reverse the positions. You dumped me before Cohen even asked the question.
Never! Never. You mean too much to me.
Phil, Russ is in the bedroom.
Oh, how convenient.
I'm serious.
Look, Becky, did you have anything to do with Cohen dropping me?
No, I didn't.
You liar!
Is this the way you show that your great love for me?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. I sacrificed to make you look good, and where does it get me? You be nothing without me.
Get out of my house!
Your house! Remember, Becky, just remember. Everybody you stepped on your way up to the top, you're gonna meet again on your way back down.
Hello, Phil. What seems to be the trouble?
Russ, will you please make him leave?
Phil?
Thank you.
What was all that about?
David decided to drop Phil and the band.
What a shame. You feel all right?
I'm okay now.
What's the matter with your voice?
I was sore again this morning when I woke up. I got worried. I mean, what if it doesn't go away?
What's wrong with me? I try. I honestly try.
Well, now stop and think for a minute. Deep down, what do you really think is the problem between you two?
Well, I suppose I can be a little overbearing.
In what way?
Well, too many rules.
Do you think they're fair?
That's it. I do.
Well, okay. Don't doubt yourself then. What else?
I correct her a lot.
How so?
Well, when I think she's been a bad influence on Jenny.
Well, as Jenny's mother, don't you think you have that right?
I guess so.
What else?
Oh, I have trouble talking to her.
You mean you don't want to?
No, I start conversations, but she never seems interested.
Is that really your fault?
Well, I guess not, but I always feel bad afterward.
Well, of course you do. You've been rejected. You know, Liz, it sounds to me like you're doing everything you can to make the best of the situation.
Then why isn't it working?
Well, because to her, you're just another adult with another set of rules.
Yeah, but there's no way that I can't be that.
Well, that's right. And whether she admits it or not, that's what Jill needs.
Boy, it sounds like we'll never get along.
It's a possibility. You know, I think that Jill is one of those people that just has a real problem with authority.
Well, she seems to take to you pretty well.
Well, maybe, but remember, she doesn't have to answer to me. You know, when I was about Jill's age, I had a favorite aunt. And whenever I had an argument with Mother, I would go running to Aunt Sally. And she always understood in a way that my mother couldn't. At least that's what I thought.
For me, it was my grandmother.
See? I bet it's the same with Jill. You know, eventually, we gave our mothers the thanks they needed, right?
I think so. I'll never forget the talk we had on my wedding day.
You know, whether or not Jill turns around, it's your responsibility to love her and pray for her and, well, to just hang in.
Terry, I told you all those things, but there's something else. I know what my response as a Christian should be. But I resent Jill for the way she's disrupted my life.
How long has it been like this?
2 days now.
You're not a smoker, are you?
No.
Did you ever used to be?
No.
Any history of larynx problems in your family?
I don't think so. What does that mean?
Becky, take it easy.
This hurt?
Yeah.
What about this?
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
How do your ears feel?
Okay, I guess.
Let me take a look. Huh.
What?
Did you have any ear problems when you were a kid?
Yeah, they had to, put some tubes down them or something. I don't remember. I was very young.
What do you think it is?
Well, we'll have to wait for the cultures to come back from the lab, of course, but I'd say, how much rehearsing are you doing?
4 or 5 hours a day.
Huh.
Well, don't tell me to stop, Ben, because I've got a lot of songs to learn, you know?
Well, you won't be able to do much of anything if your throat doesn't get better, right?
Yeah.
Now, how many other activities are you involved in besides this rehearsal?
Nothing.
She never stops. I wish Cohen would ease up on her.
Ross, it's not that bad.
Well, then what's the trouble? Well, I don't think it's anything that serious. I mean, your throat is a little red, but I can prescribe an antiseptic rinse, and that should help you. Listen, I'll be right back. Hey, Beck. This album you're getting ready to cut, it's pretty important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, my whole career's riding on it. That's why it can't be anything wrong.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll just grab my prescription pad.
Russ, there's something wrong. Otherwise, why would he ask so many questions?
Hey, come on. He's just trying to be thorough.
This is my career. I mean, it could be over before it starts.
Becky, come on. Don't worry, okay? It's just a simple infection.
Well, what am I gonna do if it's not?
I don't know. Don't worry. We'll think of something, all right?
Thank you. And what are you smiling at?
This. You're still cutting yourself in the same place, huh?
And for the same reason, too.
Why did you invite me to lunch today?
Because it seemed like the only logical thing to do.
The same reason I was going to invite you.
I'm glad you let me call first.
You called with 15 seconds to spare.
I didn't feel the hook when I bit. Carla, You go ahead. I think
No, really, you go first.
All right. Listen, about last night, the kiss, our kiss, I mean, how do you feel about that this morning?
The same way I felt about it then. It was sweet and gentle. And it felt right, Gene, and I have no regrets.
Me either.
You remember the first time you held my hand?
Yes, Sam's House of Ribs. 4 ribs with a tickle, great slaw, and a pickle. Oh, boy.
You remember?
Yeah, do I remember? Gosh. I think it's gone, though.
No, it's not. As long as I have my memories, it's still there. And I have my memories.
Me too. You know, how do you suppose 2 old sour pussies like us get raised and produce a wonderful kid like Jimmy?
That's easy. Because we loved each other.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Have you had lunch yet?
No, is that an invitation?
Why, of course. We're just going to eat in the cafeteria.
Oh.
And no jokes about hospital food, please.
Ooh, believe me, it's nothing to joke about.
Becky, are you all right? You sound terrible.
That's about the way I feel.
Terry, make sure that gets down to microbiology.
Sure.
And there's your prescription. Get it filled right away.
Okay, fine.
Is it serious?
Not if she takes care of herself.
Well, that's my department.
Good. Becky, what's your schedule like for the next couple days?
David wanted to start rehearsals yesterday, but he hurt my throat, so he's gonna postpone it till the day after tomorrow.
Well, that's good for a start. Let's hope everything's back to normal by then.
Yeah, what if it's not?
Well, we'll worry about that then. In the meantime, to be safe, do as little talking as possible and absolutely no singing. Not even in the shower.
All right, peace and quiet at
Ross,
last.
come on.
Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Thanks.
Just call me if you have any problems.
Okay.
Dad, she looked really scared.
Yeah, she did, didn't she? It's kind of strange, really. I mean, her voice just gave out yesterday.
Just when everything's starting to happen for her.
Uh-huh. Exactly. She's been under a lot of strain lately.
Russ says she's never home.
Well, he certainly doesn't seem too supportive of her career.
No, he isn't. What's wrong with her throat, anyway?
That's just it. I mean, her complaint is real enough, and I checked everything I could possibly think of. Medically, there's really not that much wrong with her. I think her problem is more psychological than physical.